part 2, conditional, what we're going to do here is the appropriate way to do conditional logic and storyline, especially in an intro class. There's a multitude of ways where we could use true-false variables in which we could say, hey, set this to false when a timeline starts, but when they're all to true, do this. It becomes cumbersome and redundant. There's a time for it, just not now. What I want to encourage you to do constantly is use as many built-in features as you can, and that's what we're going to do here. So you know in this one we said step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, and what we did was we allowed that to happen. We forced them a certain way, so it was easy for us to say show the next button here. And just for testing purposes, I'm actually going to delete that. What I want to do here is allow the learner just to click anywhere. I mean, we're not going to label it, it's just going to have generic titles and really inform that whole learner agency of giving them control. Whenever they'd like to click, wherever they'd like to click, by all means do so. And we're going to do that by using the built-in features, just like we've done in the past. And I'll show you here what I've done immediately was simply hid that next button, right? It's something that we want to do. We don't want them to pursue anything until they've visited all 4 of these. To do that, all we're going to say is we want to change the state of that next button. So way down here in the next button to normal. But not when a timeline starts and check for a variable and make this stuff too intense. We want to change that to normal when all 4 of these have been visited. And we do that because we use the built-in state by simply going to state and saying when all of them, so when all 4 of these are visited, that's when I want that next button to show. And we quite simply do that by saying all of, and then we just click on them. See that? So now that they're all selected, we're saying when all 4 of these are in the visited state, so where's visited? Built in, don't have to do anything. What? Did I pick one that I shouldn't have? Oh, I did. So yeah, make sure you're picking the right ones, huh? Did I? Oval 1? No. Oval, yeah? Meh? Meh? And then what's next? No, not that one. Oh, that one. Okay, sorry. So when all of these are visited. Very simple stuff, right? So I'm just saying when all 4 of these have been visited by the learner, go ahead and change it. I don't know what that word was. I was trying to say visited. So you can see quickly, there's no next button. But when I go ahead and click on all these things, in any order, mind you, I could click over here, then I can come back here. And then I click that. The moment I did that, all 4 of them show that they're visited, reporting at visited, and then the next button appeared. So now to put that in conjunction with the badging that we did earlier, right? So when I go to the story view, we do have this scene over here. Now with this scene, you're going to want the learner to every now and then check on their badges, right? So you can't just randomly have this badge thing without allowing them to see it. So on every slide that you're hoping they'll have an opportunity to look, just go ahead and put some sort of icon on there. Now I'm going to go ahead and use the same one. So this will kind of let them know just by putting it up here, and I'm going to put it on that one, I'm going to put it on this one, and of course on the one that we're actually using. I'm going to let them know that they're going to earn a badge. So that's kind of like a learning prompt. You will earn a badge should you complete all 4 of these. Congratulations, hooray. The only thing that we have to do, and again I'm just going to do it on the one we're working on, is I don't want to leave and come back. That puts more work in for us again, right? So we would have to create a layer, we'd have to make some navigation, then a back button. So one of the things that Storyline has done really well is they've given us, so I'm going to say Lightbox slide. Now you might have heard this before, but when you see it, you've definitely seen it before. So choose Lightbox slide. And what we're saying is, I want to load a slide within a lightbox. I don't want to go anywhere, I just want to stay on this page and load a different slide. So I'm going to say Lightbox slide, and then they're saying, well, what slide do you want to load? I'm going to say my badge, and I want to do it when the user clicks picture 1, which of course I'm going to show you that picture 1 is my trophy. Right? So now when I preview this, and when you leave your slide, you can't just do a preview this slide, or this scene for that matter, because our trophy case per se is in a different scene. So just make sure you do an entire project. I'm going to go ahead and click through this quick. So there you see it. When I click on this, I stay here. So you see my slide is still there in the background, but it loaded my trophy case. Beautiful, right? Very nice, very nice, very nice. And it's still reporting everything is false and all of that. So what I want to do, in conjunction with showing that next button, I also want my, so let's see, 1, 2, 3. So this will be my third badge. I also want my third badge to report as true because they visited all 3 of these. And I'm saying third because one would assume that this will be the first slide, so that'll be badge 1, this will be badge 2, and this will be badge 3. Okay? So just to make sure things are working, what we're going to do is put our variable on the stage, so 3 badge, just because I want to see if everything is happening. And then just like we did here, we're saying change the state of the next button when all of those others are visited. Well, that's what we're going to do again. Except this time, we're not showing anything. What we're doing is adjusting a variable, right? And in this case, the variable is going to be 3 badge, spelled incorrectly. So I'm going to say adjust variable. Then I'm going to pick the variable I want, so in this case 3 badge. Then I'm going to say make that thing true. Not when timeline starts. Again, we're not checking for each and every one of these things and making more work for ourselves. We're just simply saying when the state of this one, oh goodness, this one, and this one has been visited. So hey, you the learner visited all 4 of these. Your 3 badge is going to become true, right? So I'm going to hit OK, and it should make sense at the moment, right? Just talk yourself through it. So now I'm going to hit preview. I'm going to screws on through there just really quick. False, no next button. Then I'm going to check my thing here. False, everything's false. See that? I haven't earned anything. But I'm going to go through this quick. Done. Go through this. Go through this. Go through this. Done. In doing so, my next button appeared. Yay! My variable is now true. So now I should go to this, and you can see that my variable is true. And because we previously put, when timeline starts, if it is true, set it to normal, we earned that badge. So hooray for us. All you have to do for the remainder of this particular exercise is add that same kind of vernacular, well, I guess I should say triggers, to make these badges also come true. That is all for this one.